Alright, so hi, this is Teacher John Nard and welcome to this video. Today, I'll be discussing about how to factor quadratic with the leading coefficient a, which is greater than 1. To start with, we have this definition. A quadratic expression ax squared plus bx plus c has a degree of 2 and therefore b consisting of two factors. How do we factor this kind of expression? Let's say, for example, you are tasked to factor this 3x squared subtracted by 8x plus 4 completely. So in this expression, the value of a is 3, the value of b is negative 8, and the value of c is 4. The first step is multiply the value of a and c. And the value of a is 3 and the value of c is 4. And the product is, that's 12. Next step is, you will have to get the possible factors of your AC. And here, your AC is 12. And the factors of 12, this could be into, we have 1 and 12, or negative 1 times negative 12. Or we also have here 2 and 6. Or we have negative 2 and negative 6. We also have 3 and 4. And lastly, we have negative 3 multiplied to negative 4. Now these are the factors of your 12. Now note that the value of b is negative 8. Now choose which of these factors will give you the sum of 8. So here, the sum of negative 8 will be the factors of negative 2 added to negative 6. Here you go. Now to factor this expression, we have 3x squared minus 8x plus 4. The first step is, you will have to rewrite or to copy the leading coefficient 3 together with the variable x and then partner them with your factors. We have negative 2 and negative 6. Now we have this 3x minus 2 times 3x minus 6, and note that the 3x minus 6 can still be reduced into x minus 2 by dividing by 3. So we have 3x minus 2 times x minus 2 as your final answer. Alright, so next one, we have the factor 5x squared minus 8x plus 9 completely. So the value of a is 5, the value of b is negative 18, and the value of c is, that's 9. Again, you have to multiply the value of a and c, and that is 5 times 9, and that's 45. Next is you have to list down the factors of 45, and that could be, we have 1 times 45, or we also have negative 1 times negative 45. You can also have this 3 and 15, or negative 3 and negative 15, or 5 times 9, and lastly we have this negative 5 and negative 9. Now these are the factors of your 45. Now note that the value of b is negative 18. Now which of these factors will give you the sum of negative 18 when added? And here you go, we have this could be achieved through adding the factors negative 3 and negative 15. That's correct. So the expression 5x squared subtracted by 18x plus 9 could be factored into, first we have to copy the leading coefficient 5 with the variable x and partner them with the factors negative 3 and negative 15. And note that this 5x, the 5x subtracted by 15 can still be factored or can still be reduced into x minus 3 since we can divide it by 5. Now we have the factor 5x minus 3 times x minus 3 as your final answer with this expression 5x squared subtracted by 18x plus 9. Last one, we have factor 4x squared subtracted by 15x minus 25 completely. So it's the same process. The value of a is 4, the value of b is negative 15, and the value of c is negative 25. First step, multiply the value of a and c, and your a is 4 and your c is, we have negative 25, and the product is, that's negative 100. And to list the factors, this could be done in two. We have 1 times negative 100, or negative 1 and 100. You also have here 2 and 50, 2 and negative 50, and then we have negative 2 and 50, or we have 4 and negative 25, or negative 4 to 25. We also have 5 times negative 20, or negative 5 times 20, and lastly we have 10 times negative 10, or negative 10 times 10. Now these are the factors of your negative 100 as the product of your a and c. Now note that the value of b is negative 15. Choose which of these factors will give you the sum of negative 15 when added. And here you go, this could be done in two by adding the factor of 5 and negative 20. Alright, so this is negative 20 supposedly. Alright, so here you go. So finally, this expression 4x squared subtracted by 15x subtracted by 25 could be factored into, first we have to copy the leading coefficient 4 with the variable x, and then partner with the factors 5 and negative 20. But note that we can still reduce the 4x minus 20 by dividing by 4. And finally, we have the factors 4x plus 5 times x minus 5 as your final answer of this expression. So these are the process, or these are the technique on how to factor your expression with the leading coefficient a, which is higher or bigger than 1. I hope that you learned something about this video for today, and if you do so, please try to solve this problem. Thank you so much.